Good afternoon, everyone. All right, level 2 mat class, combining both traditional and more contemporary Pilates movements within this practice. So I think it makes for a really fun and kind of fresh class. We will have a lot of strength work within this class. As always, if something hurts and I don't give a modification for it, which to be honest, today there will not be a lot of modifications, maybe revisit this class at another time. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and get started on your stomachs. So make your way down to the mat. Also be prepared for your mats today to do lots of rolling and maybe potentially having to adjust it. All right, so from here, hands are one on top of another, forehead is down on your hands so that you can breathe through your nose. And we're going to start with just a few crocodile breaths. So your feet are just relaxed. That means the feet are rotated in, great. And now we breathe in through our noses. Feel your belly fill up into the floor. And then just give a low, slow exhale out. Again, inhale. Tongue rests to the roof of your mouth. And exhale out. Again, breathing in, tongue to the roof of the mouth. Feel your back, especially in that low back and the pelvis, decompress as you expand. And then full exhalation, make it last longer than the inhale. 2 more times. Breathing in, feel the air fill up your back and all of it out. From here, we're going to squeeze the legs together, bending the knees. And you're just going to start to circle your feet, moving mostly from the knees, but also allowing your hips to lift and rotate a little bit. Make sure it feels like this is nice and loose for your body. If you feel any grabbing going on in your hips or your low back, you can either try to make the movement a little smaller, maybe keep your feet a little higher off the floor, and reverse. Just nice and gentle, but allowing your body to kind of gently rock based on what feels most natural. One more. And around. From here, bring your feet back down. And now you're just going to literally start to kind of wiggle your hips side to side. And as you do that, allow your head to kind of rock a little bit too. Just to feel natural. Just kind of loosen up your body. And it's almost like we're giving ourselves a little bit of a rub in our head in those areas where we tend to hold tension. Just gentle, rocking back and forth. And relax. From here, we bring our hands under our shoulders, elbows pointed up to the ceiling. Now you're going to go face down on the floor. If this is really uncomfortable for you, you can always roll up a towel and put it under your forehead. Otherwise, just tuck your chin down a little bit more than you normally would. Then we're going to feel the shoulder blades draw up towards the ears. And then just gently have them pull down away from the shoulders. Elbows reaching towards your feet. Lift the shoulders up towards your ears. And then gently pull them back. Again, this isn't meant to necessarily make you feel anything but relaxed. So if you feel tension in the low back, make sure you're not grabbing onto the low back muscles or your glutes. Make sure your abdominals are soft. As you breathe. Let's do 2 more. And pulling down. From here, we're going to press up onto our hands and knees. Hopefully that was A nice gentle way to start some movement. With the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, we're going to go into our first set of planking. We take a breath in through the nose. Now exhale, pull your ribs and abdominals up towards your spine, flexing through your back. And now give me two breaths here. Inhale, press down through your hands, feel the ribs fill with air. Full exhale as you pull and lift the abdominals up towards your spine. See if you can tuck that tailbone a little bit more. Exhale all that air out. Lift those abdominals. And now keep your spine round and your abs on. Press back one foot at a time into a plank. You should still feel like you're rounded through your spine. Bring yourself a little bit more forward over your wrists. See if you feel your outer abs turn on a little bit more. Holding and breathing. One more. Breathe in. Filling the back of your ribs. Full exhale. Reinforce the lift from the front of the abdominals. Gently bring your knees down. Sit back into a child's pose. You can either choose to make it a little bit more passive by sitting all the way back and reaching forward, or you can keep the hips up. Do a little gentle tailbone tuck. This also feels really good. And then come back to your hands and knees, adding a little bit more movement with a specific breath pattern. So take an inhale, exhale, pull those abdominals in and up around your back. Step back one foot at a time into your plank. From here, we inhale. As you exhale, press forward through your feet. Slide yourself over those wrists even more. And then inhale. As you push back through the shoulders, heels sink to the floor. Exhale yourself forward, pressing through those toes. Inhale yourself back, heels reach down. Two more times. Last one. And lower the knees. Again, sit back in that child's pose. You can supinate the arms this time. That feels pretty good on the shoulders. Few breaths here. Letting your belly go, breathing into the side of your ribs. And then slowly come all the way up onto your knees. From here, we're gonna go into a little, what we call cat pose, or cat stretch in Pilates. We inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale as you start to round down, keeping a tuck in the tailbone. Feel like you're rounding up and over a ball. So you're really keeping the abdominals lifted. Hips try to stay over the knees. When the fingertips touch, you walk your arms out, send your hips back into kind of like a child's pose. But instead of lowering your hips all the way and just allowing your pelvis to reach up to the ceiling, I want you to keep your rib cage lifted and just gently sit the hips back. Start to walk it in, rounding back through your spine. And now exhale, tuck your tailbone. Start to round up, arms will stay by your ears, and then relax it down again. Inhale, the arms up. Hopefully feeling those hamstrings work. And exhale as you start to round down over that imaginary ball, knees and hips. Hopefully you're staying pretty stacked. That's the hardest part. Walk your hands out, keeping your hips back, but not allowing them to sink to the feet, and lifting your rib cage. Slowly walk yourself back in, round through your spine. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, drive it to the floor as you round up. Arms release down. We got one more. Exhale down. Hips try to stay over the knees. Walk it out. Active child's pose. And arms walk back in as you curl through your spine. Tuck that tailbone under again. Slowly round it up. And relax. relax. From here, we come back to those hands and knees for a little spinal articulation. Similar to cat-cow exercise, but we're trying to almost wave our bodies. So as you go into cat, you are going to tuck your tailbone and then feel the rest of your spine gently start to round from the bottom of the spine up to the head as the chin tucks. As you go into cow, now untuck that tailbone, lengthen out through your sacrum as the rest of your spine extends, feels like it's rolling out, and the head lifts. Again, exhale, curl, tuck your tailbone under. Then the spine sequentially rounds as you tuck your chin towards your chest. Inhale, hips travel back as you start to unravel through your spine. Shoulders drop, head releases. Again, exhale, tuck. Inhale, lengthen out. One more time. Sacrum, tailbone, and pelvis are leading the way. And come right back up to your knees. From here, going into some eccentric work for your quads. Bring those arms forward. Think of pulling the rib cage and abdominals back to your spine. From here, we inhale as we hinge back from the knees. I'm trying to keep that straight line from knees to head. Exhale as you squeeze your tush to push you back up, keeping the ribs connected. Same thing. Inhale back, stopping way before you feel like you extend for your back. Or if you can't come up, you've gone too far then. 2 more times. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Now on this last one, we're gonna hold. So only go to a spot where you feel like you can hold it. Pause. Really feel like you're tucking the tailbone. Squeeze your tush, ribs pulled back. From here, we inhale the arms straight up. Exhale them forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. 2 more times. Keep that tailbone tuck and the ribs pulling back so you don't feel pressure through the lumbar spine. And forward with the arms. Exhale all the way up. Sinking back for a second. Even tuck the toes under here. Let's get a little stretch through those guys. We stand all day or we sit all day and we're in garbage shoes. It's good to give those toes some attention. And we're adding on from here, coming back up to the knees, arms reach forward. We're gonna add a little rotation this time as we go back. If that's uncomfortable for your body, just do the hinge again. So we inhale to hinge, pause, rotating, one arm down, other arm out, and center. We rotate opposite, reach, center, slowly come up. Let's hinge the hips back, relax the arms. Again, exhale to lift. Inhale to hinge. We rotate down, reaching out and forward. And we reach and forward. Press it up. Sit back one more time. Up and hinge it back. Good. One more time. Tuck those toes under. Enjoy a little stretch through your plantar fascia. This might start to feel uncomfortable. If it is uncomfortable, you can always come out of it. And now from here, we're coming into half kneeling position, simply just to transition to what we're doing next. So I want you to take that bottom knee, rotate your foot underneath you. Notice now my hips are squared and I extend that leg long. If this position is uncomfortable for this extended leg, and you feel a lot of pressure in the hip, just simply bring the leg more forward. It doesn't have to be directly to the side. Either way, ideally you want the knee facing forward. Again, if that's not available to you, you absolutely can bring the foot forward and rotate the knee up. From here, we bring those arms long. We take a breath in. Now exhale into a mermaid stretch. So I'm reaching that arm out and down, not just simply crunching. And now I exhale, pulling myself up by bringing my rib towards my hip. From here, we start to lengthen out before that hand comes down. Reaching my opposite arm up towards the ceiling. I'm not counter-rotating back. Going right into a little bit of our side leg series here. So I lift that leg up. I'm feeling both glutes working. Now I'm going into kicks. So I'm going to kick forward, flexing through my ankle, and then I swing to the back using the glute pointing the toe. I'm only going as far as I can control my trunk. So I'm not allowing myself to rotate or come off my wrist. Exhale or inhale to kick forward. And then again, the opposite is true as you go back. Now we add the arms. So as the leg comes forward, arm goes back. As the leg kicks back, arm then comes forward. Again, I'm only moving within a range where I can keep myself stable. I'm trying to pull my ribs to my spine, press down through that bottom hand and lift up through that bottom rib cage. One more time. I place that foot down, press myself up, and again, come into a nice mermaid stretch, reaching out and over. Take a full breath into that stretched out rib cage. As you exhale out, think of pulling that rib to your hip. Hands now come behind your head. Interlace your fingers and feel yourself gently pressing your head back into your hands. Notice how that kind of drops the shoulders and opens your back. Start to reach your body out, pausing when from head to toe you're roughly in a straight line, and then exhale yourself right back up. Inhale as you lengthen out and down. Exhale, curl it up, rib to hip. One more time like this. From here, I'm adding on, so I lengthen out. Now, rotate down to the floor. Come back, center. Rotate up to the ceiling. And center. Ribs are still connected back. Otherwise, you will get a lot of twisting from your spine rather than rotating from your rib cage. One more. And up. And center. Pulling back up one more time into a mermaid stretch. Ending the side series with a side plank. We slowly bring that arm down, setting up by pressing my hand into the floor, lifting up through my shoulder blade. And from here, I take that bottom leg, bring it right to the back of my top leg, and hold. Make sure those hips are stacked. You're not dropping down or back. And if this feels good, add on with me. Inhale, slightly lower your bottom side, reaching that arm out and away, head follows. Exhale, press your hips up, pushing through your arm, side stretch the other way. Inhale as you start to lower, reach the arm out. Exhale, press it up, reaching the opposite way. One more time. Exhale. Pressing up. Now come back to center. We're going to slowly lower down. 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring it all the way in. Coming back to our knees. Take a few shoulder rolls there. Before we go to the next side, let's do a little thoracic spine stretch. So bring your left arm down. You're going to weave that right arm through your left side. Take a full breath here. Another one. Come up, and we switch. Thread the needle to the right. And we breathe. Really reaching through that bottom arm. Maybe feeling a big stretch in that shoulder blade area. Slowly come all the way back up to your knees, and we start again. All right, from here, extend that opposite leg out that you didn't have out before. Arms come out to the side. We go into mermaid stretch. Little quick reminder, if this is not okay on your hip, bring that leg forward and or rotate the knee upwards. Inhale here. Exhale as you start to reach out and down, really stretching through this top side. Take a deep breath into your rib cage. Exhale, pull your rib down to your hip as you come up. We're then going to reach over and to the floor. I'm reaching my top fingers up, I'm not overly rotating back, setting up for kicks. So I lift that leg, my ribs are back to my spine. I kick forward, flexing through the foot. I use my glute as I pull to the back and point. And back. Only moving as much as I can stabilize my trunk. I'm getting that nice counter reach up through my arm. That actually does help me to stay squared. 2 more. 1 more before we add the arm. From here, we kick forward, the arm travels back. We kick to the back, the arm travels forward. Again, only making the range of motion big enough based on what's available to me with my stability. 1 more time. Bring that foot down and pull yourself back up into that mermaid stretch. Take an inhale. Exhale, come all the way up. Drop your arm. Hands come behind your head. Press your head back into your hands. Feel how that drops the shoulder blades down. Also lengthens the front of your neck. From here, we start to lower out and down. I'm reaching out through the crown of my head, coming to where I feel like I'm in a straight line with my toe. Exhale it up. You can do a little bit of a counter side stretch here. Inhale, lengthen out and down. Exhale it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. We have 1 more, lengthen out. This time, hold. We rotate to the floor and center. Rotate to the ceiling and center. Again, as I rotate, I'm moving from my rib cage, not twisting from my low back. And my right rib rotates down. And now my left rib rotates up, center. Exhale, pull yourself up into that mermaid stretch. Ending with our side plank, so we extend the arms long. We reach down to the floor. I am reaching up through that top hand again, setting up my top foot, picking up my bottom and holding. Just for a breath or two, getting set, keeping those ribs back. If this feels challenging enough, I encourage you to hold. Otherwise, we follow me, lowering the hip, reaching the arm away from you. Now exhale, press up through that bottom side, reach and look the other way. Inhale to lower, head follows the hand. Exhale, reaching up and away. 2 more. One more time. Good, come back to center. Now we slowly lower. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Nice job, you guys. Roll out those wrists a little bit. We got 1 more little plank. Trust me, it's not gonna last very long. And then we're gonna go into stuff on your back. So coming onto those wrists, which probably feel nice and stretched out now. We take an inhale, exhale, pull the rib cage up, step the feet back. A little bit of a wider stance here, more like hip width apart. From here, we inhale, hinge back from your hips, coming off of your wrists. Exhale, press forward over the wrist, lifting the ribs. Inhale, hinge the hips back. Exhale, pressing forward through the legs. One more. Exhale, press it forward. Then walk your feet up towards your hands. Flatten your feet on the mat. Take a deep breath here. Exhale as you start to round it up, driving your tailbone under. Let the head and arms be heavy. As you finish rolling up, feel like you're stacking yourself against a wall. Shoulders pull down, head lifts. From here, we inhale our arms up. Exhale to round it down, up and over that ball. And as we come down to that kind of final stretch position, start to bend your knees down. When you need to, you can lift the heels. And then lower yourself down onto the mat. All right, come into some of our more isolated work now. Hands behind the thighs. We take a breath in. Now exhale as you start to round back. Pulling your abdominals to your spine. Now as you start to get to that point in the low back where it's like, oh, it's kind of sticky, allow your feet to lift. Keep tension through your hands and thighs as you come all the way down, knees towards your chest. Take a breath in. And now exhale, chin tucks. We press the thighs into our hands, feet find the floor. We finish rounding all the way up. Inhale, sit tall from your bra line up. Don't overextend through your low back. Exhale, tucking the tailbone, it guides the spine. When you start to hit that sticky part in the low back and the feet feel like they want to lift, allow them as you gently roll back. Take an inhale. Exhale up, pressing thighs into your hands. Rounding up. Inhale, growing tall one more time. All the way into tabletop and pause it here. Bring one knee into your chest, the other leg out. Both hands are pressing into your knee. And from here, we go into single leg stretch. So we inhale and exhale. Gently pressing your hands and knees into one another so you get that resistance. Notice how that helps to kind of stabilize that low back more. It should be very flat and still right now. 4 and 3. One more each and bring those knees and keep your crunch. From here, double leg stretch. We inhale, arms and legs up. Circle the arms around, exhale, pull yourself back to your ball. Inhale, extend. Exhale, circle down and around. As you do this, keep your abdominals back towards your spine. If they start popping up, that means your legs are too low. You can't pressurize correctly. You can't engage your abdominals deeply enough. 2 more times. Last one. And all the way down, lower your head. Gently rock your hips side to side. All right, from here, feet are coming down, hands next to your hips, and make sure those feet are hip width apart. Going into bridging, take an inhale. Exhale as you tuck the tailbone under, slowly start to lift your hips and feel like your heels want to drag back towards your glutes. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, rib cage pulls back first as you slowly round down, reaching out through your knees. Inhaling at the bottom. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, start to lift, and feel your heels gently pull back towards you. Inhale at the top. Exhale, round it down, curling from the rib cage first. Reaching through the tops of the knees. One more breath in. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, feel your heels gently pulling towards you. Lift and hold. Now, sense your right foot into the floor, heels and big toe. Lift that left leg into tabletop and then extend that leg up. Bend back to tabletop. Lower the left foot down. Ground it into the floor. Lift the right leg to tabletop. Extend it up. You can also flex your foot. Bend the knee. And bring it in. Back to the right leg, stabilizing. We lift the left into tabletop. Extend and we hold. We're going to bicycle the leg now. All right, I don't know. Just stopped me. Okay, well, I'll have to cut that out. All right, round it up. We go back to the right leg, so we bring that left leg into tabletop. We straighten it, we're going into a bicycle. So we start to lower that leg down, bend the knee in, and lift. Lower, reach, bend and lift. Lower, bend and lift. One more. Place that left foot down, restabilize, lift the right leg, and now we bicycle. So we straighten, start to lower, flex to the foot, bend the knee in, and straighten. Lower, flex, bend, and straighten. 2 more times, really pressing through that left foot, tucking the tailbone under. Straighten up, bring that foot down, take an inhale. Exhale, slowly lower 1 vertebrae at a time and relax. Gently let the knees just kind of fall side to side. We're going into rollovers. So hands stay by your hips. Legs come up towards the ceiling, squeezing together. From here, we take an inhale. Exhale, as you press through your arms, reach your feet up and back towards that opposite wall. Legs should be parallel to the floor. Glutes and hamstrings are actively lifting the legs. We take a breath in. Exhale, slowly roll down. Pull your ribs towards your center. Reach long for your tailbone as you start to lower the legs. Inhale as they go a little past 90. Exhale, up and over. From here, keeping those ribs in towards your center, you're going to inhale and bend your knees this time. Exhale, slowly roll down in a ball shape. And then press the legs straight out at a diagonal. Inhale the legs up. Exhale over. Inhale to bend your knees in. Not all the way down to your face. Keep them lifted. Curl it down. Press it out 1 more time. Inhale, bend. Exhale, down. And relax for a second. Just kind of kick the feet around. From here, legs come straight up. Arms also lift. Now keeping the shoulders flat on the floor. Here to just start to kind of tick-tock your feet side to side. So you'll feel a little hip lift. And then you're going to exhale and pull yourself center. Inhale, little lift in the hip. Exhale, center. If this is a lot of pressure, either in your hamstrings or the front of your hips, just keep your knees soft. No big deal, you'll still get the work. 1 more like this. From here, the legs fall to the left. I'm going to rotate my arms and head to the right. Before you lose it and fall, like I almost did, come back up to center. Keep that squeeze between your legs. Inhale, rotating. Exhale, pull yourself center. Feet left, arms and head right. Squeezing everything in. One more each. Exhale, guide those ribs in towards your center. 1 more. And knees to the chest. Gently rock it out again. And from here, use your legs to help pull you up, coming into a seated position. We're gonna do a few kind of what I'm gonna call a Pilates sit-up. I literally just made that up. It's a roll down movement, but we're just not gonna go all the way down. So I want you to take an inhale, arms forward. Exhale as you start to round it back. Stopping before your feet feel light enough to where they have to lift. Then exhale, round it up, sitting tall. Inhale. Exhale back. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, curl up and over that imaginary ball. 2 more times. Exhale back. Breathing in. Exhale, round it up. And relax. Rolling like a ball here. So shins come in, pressing the hands into the shins. Come into that little balance position right off your tailbone. We take an inhale. Exhale to rock it back. Inhale up, pause. Exhale back. And lift. See if you can get a little pause at the top of the shoulder blades. And then of course that pause as you hold at the top. Keeping those knees squeezed if you can. If you can't squeeze the knees, that's okay. Just press your shins into your hands and vice versa. 2 more times. And on this last one, we're gonna try to stand. You ready? Here we go. We rock it back. And now plant the feet come up and arms lift. From here, we inhale, hinging back into a squat, arms come forward, going as far down as you can until you drop the hips, rock it back, exhale up. Woo! It's hard. I'm obviously not doing it perfectly, that's good. This is good practice for us all. Squatting down. Once you have to lower those hips all the way, you rock it back, press it up, arms can come out, that helps with my balance. And again, we squat, almost like a chair pose in yoga. Lowering the hips until you have to tuck and rock it back. 2 more times. Up, oh, 1 more time. We got this. Maybe I'm just talking to myself. You might be doing it perfectly. And ta-da! Good, shake it out. From here, we're almost finished. Shift your weight onto your right foot. Feel yourself stacked from head to foot. Weight should feel like it's through the midfoot heel area on that right leg. Pick up the left foot. You might feel a little wobbly after this class. And from here, we're gonna go into an RDL shape. So you're gonna extend the left leg back as the arms airplane out, and you come into a parallel position to the floor. Take a full breath in. Exhale, stand it up, and bring that left knee forward. Again, inhale back, pressing the left heel behind you, extending the arms long. Try not to condense your position here, really try to extend it out. Exhale it up 1 more time. Reaching, reaching. Ribs stay lifted, inhale. Exhale up. Ribs to the spine, hold. And lower down. Shake out that right leg. Shift your weight to the left. Again, find that sense of stacking. Weight over the midfoot and heel. We pick up the right leg. And we go out. Inhale, lengthen through that right heel. Arms come out to the side. Weight does not shift forward to the toes. Take your breath in. Exhale up. And again, we inhale out. Inhale. Exhale up. 1 more time. Holding, reaching. That's what happens when you condense. Exhale up. And place that foot down. Just take a few bounces, swinging the arms. Nice job today, guys. From here, just a little cool down. Take an inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, round it down. Hands find the mat. Lower yourself down all the way onto your back. Hands come onto your rib cage. Eyes can close. Definitely keep those knees bent so that low back is flat or pretty close to flat. Now give me a deep breath in through your nose, tongue resting to the roof of your mouth. Belly and chest expand. Now full exhale out. Again, inhale. Full breath out. One more. And once again, bring your knees to your chest and just kind of gently start to circle those knees. And reverse. And use those knees to pull yourself back up. Sit tall. Be happy with what your body just gave you, even if it wasn't a perfect class. And thanks so much for moving with me. Hope to see you again in my next level 2 class, or level 1, or all level. Have a great day, you guys.